Dude, I want to jerk off! Fuck! I want to jerk off! Look at this!
Hello, people of the internet. The Evil Slayers here for another video, yay! And for today's video, we'll be talking about Transformers 1, a fully CGI Transformers movie that's taking place on Cybertron before the war, following Orion Pax and D-16. Now, of course I am looking forward to seeing the movie. There are of course criticisms, such as how the animation looks, the tone of the movie, Chris Hemsworth, and Junkie XL doing the soundtrack for the film, which from what I've heard is probably going to be mid. But that's all irrelevant, because the Jaded fanboy has found a problem with Transformers 1 that no one is talking about. Oh, and also he claims that you can't fix stupid. But anyway, with all that said, let's get into the video, shall we?
So, I just finished watching the trailer for the upcoming animated Transformers movie called Transformers 1. And I thought I'd give my thoughts and perspective on it as only I can, because there's an overarching problem with this trailer and this upcoming movie that nobody seems to be talking about or bringing up or discussing, so obviously I have to do it.
Well, you better be sure of what you're cooking is actually good, because if it's raw, then get the fuck out of my house.
Now, what's the overarching problem with this trailer? Well, I'm watching the trailer and I'm going, I don't see no Starscream. Where's Starscream?
Now, in case you don't get it, his main problem with the trailer is apparently a lack of Starscream. Yep, that's his main problem, not Alita 1 being woke because she's doing badass things, or the tone of the film, or even Chris Hemsworth being Orion Pax. Nope, it's apparently a lack of Starscream, even though he appears in the trailer, but whatever, I guess.
I don't care about that loser Optimus Prime, and I don't care about that incompetent has-been Megatron, and how they were friends when they were younger, and blah 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 blah. Who cares? I don't care. I'm literally watching the trailer, just waiting for Starscream to show up. No Starscream. So sorry. That alone establishes that this trailer is irrelevant. It's useless. It has no value.
He was literally in the trailer. How the fuck did you miss him? And if your excuse is, oh, I didn't notice because it was the lighting. Dude, if you paid attention, he's white, blue, and red, so it's pretty clear it's Starscream. So how the fuck did you miss him? What were you doing? Masturbating to pics of Starscream's thighs or something? Like, what the fuck?
Because any Transformers movie, animated or otherwise, that doesn't have Starscream in it is a useless trailer. It's a waste of time.
So by going with your logic, any film that doesn't have Starscream in it instantly sucks. That's a weird way to see Transformers movies, but what do I know?
But here's the thing. After I saw the trailer, I'm going, so thank you, trailer, for letting me know that if there's no Starscream in this movie, I don't have to watch this movie. But I was curious, is Starscream actually, just because he wasn't in the trailer, is he actually going to be in the movie? And I checked, and apparently Starscream is supposed to be in this upcoming Transformers 1 movie. However, apparently not enough to warrant his appearance in the trailer, but whatever.
I mean, do I want to keep repeating myself?
Then we get to the overarching problem with this upcoming Transformers 1 movie, and that is, how badly are they gonna screw up Starscream?
Okay, pal, whatever you're gonna say about Starscream being ruined in this movie, I can assure you that it won't be that bad, okay?
Because guaranteed they're gonna do it. Because that's what every Transformer movie does. They constantly... Look, I understand that Starscream is the superior Transformer.
Soundwave superior. Starscream inferior.
And you can't have Starscream showing up that loser Optimus Prime, because then all of you Autobot fanboys will be in tears going, oh my god, why is it that Starscream can take out Optimus Prime so easily? Well, that's because he's the superior Transformer. Or, you can't have the Starscream showing up that has been loser of a leader Megatron, because then you can have all these Megatron fanboys crying in their tears going, oh my god, apparently Starscream is supposed to be the leader and we've been wrong all this time.
Decepticons, the time to attack is now!
Wait, what? Starscream! Blast off their defenses! The transport's guns will shred you to bits!
I have no patience for your cowardice, Onslaught! Decepticons, it is time to reclaim the Energon that is rightfully ours! Attack! Attack!
Idiot! Blast off, Swindle! Time to salvage this mess. We're moving into position now, Onslaught!
Their firepower is too much!
Starscream, what did you lead us into?
Just keep firing!
It's going to slaughter! Get a move on, Swindle!
Yeah, Starscream's getting smacked real good.
Decepticons, this is Starscream! The mission is lost! Abort! Abort!
Abort? You've got to be kidding, Starscream! It's only a matter of time before we disable the transport!
Retreat! Retreat!
Combaticons! I told you to abort! The mission is lost! Who are you to defy me?
I've heard enough of his orders. We're going down! Vortex, blast off! Grab hold of the flight controls! Engines are shot, Onslaught! Best we can manage is a controlled crash! Then manage it! We're too steep! Pull up! I'm trying! Brace yourselves!
Congratulations, Onslaught. As a result of your failure to obey my orders, you and your Combaticons destroyed half of the Energon supply in that crash.
Are you kidding, Starscream? The Autobots would have taken it all. My team salvaged an operation that you screwed up from the get-go.
No one addresses the leader of the Decepticons in such a manner. Arrest them!
Is it just me, or am I getting the feeling that the Jaded fanboy is a really big simp for Starscream? I wouldn't be surprised if he has a body pillow of Starscream if that's the case.
Try to understand that the reason you actually have this long franchise of the Transformers IP is because Megatron sucks as the leader of the Decepticons.
Ah, so that's the reason why the franchise kept going. Megatron being incompetent. That's a good reason, and it's totally not by the fact that there's so much media out there in the span of 40 years that's unique and interesting. Things like Beast Wars, the 86 movie, Bayverse, Nightverse, the High Moon Cybertron games, Prime, Cyberverse, the War for Cybertron trilogy, Earthspark, the Marvel comics, the IDW comics, the Skybound comics, and a shitload of community-made stuff out there. Totally Megatron being an idiot.
Because if Starscream was the leader of the Decepticons, the original G1 animated show in the 80s would have only been two episodes.
Yeah, hate to burst your little bubble here, but Soundwave is a better leader than Starscream. He's competent. He knows what he's doing. He has tactics. And all that shit that makes him, well, a competent leader. And you know what's funny? In the Skybound universe, spoilers ahead by the way, Soundwave challenges Starscream to the fight for leadership. He tries to back out, but Thundercracker insists he fights him. So he fights Soundwave. Soundwave beats Starscream, and he becomes the leader of the Decepticons.
Jesus Christ, Thunder, are you crying?
Shut up, man, it's normal!
Because that's how long it would have taken for Starscream to take out Megatron and take out all of the Autobots, and then the Decepticons would have ruled Cybertron, and the story would have been over.
So, about Starscream killing Megatron, have you considered what the other Decepticons would think? Just saying, because some of them are pretty loyal to Megatron. And if they found out that Megatron's not present and Starscream's there, they'll probably ask, where's Megatron? And if they notice Starscream being uncomfortable with the question, well, it's safe to say that this would happen.
Get the f*** out, man!
And as in for Starscream attacking the Autobots, which I'm assuming you mean Starscream attacking the Autobots in the Ark, you do realize that 1. Optimus Prime is there, and 2. Starscream's a bit of a coward? Because if Optimus Prime was able to land a few hits on Starscream, he would instantly call all Decepticons on the Ark to retreat because he lost to Optimus. And even if he wins, the Decepticons in the Ark would still be sucked to the wormhole that's headed to Earth. So that'll be another problem they have to deal with. Man, you're simping for Starscream so hard that you forgot basic logic as to what would happen. Like, come on, seriously.
Where's the fucking logic?
But the reason you have this decades long storyline is because Megatron is incompetent at taking out the Autobots.
Do I need to repeat myself again?
Anyway, got that out of my system. To further establish how dangerous Starscream is to the Transformers IP, is that in the animated movie back in the 80s, they had to kill off Starscream when he became leader of the Decepticons because the writers realized, oh crap, we can't actually have Starscream as the leader of the Decepticons because then the Autobots would be toast!
No, the actual reason why Starscream died in the film was because Hasbro pulled his toy from shelves so they can make room for new toys. And also, let me recap as to what happens in the 86 movie. After Megatron fought Optimus and got brutally injured and the Decepticons retreated, Astro Train wants the Decepticons to jettison some weight. So Starscream's proposal is survival of the fittest.
In that case, I say it is survival of the fittest.
Which is his way of saying he wants to kick out those that are heavily injured, including Megatron.
Oh, how it pains me to do this.
Wait, I still function.
Wanna bet?
And then Starscream proclaims that he's the leader of the Decepticons, only for the Constructicons and Soundwave to step in, which causes all Decepticons to fight each other to see who will be the leader. And considering the fact that Starscream's a bit of a coward, here's how I think went down for him. Step 1. He'll go to the nearest opponent. Step 2. Said opponent will punch him and he'll pretend to be knocked out. Step 3. He'll let the fight play out until there's only one con left standing. Step 4. When there's only one con left standing, he'll get up and attack him by surprise. And then he'll be leader for like 30 seconds until Galvatron kills him because, again, Hasbro needs to make room for new toys. And just to let you know, I used my brain to think of this, whereas his only thought in his brain is him licking Starscream's feet.
They wouldn't have made it. Forget Omnicron. Omnicron was not the issue. Omnicron was not the problem. Starscream was.
Ah yes, Omnicron from the Transformers 86 movie. My favorite.
Which is why they had to kill him off. That's how dangerous and superior a Transformer Starscream is. Even the animated movie knew this.
Say it with me. Starscream was killed off because Hasbro pulled his toy from shelves so they can make room for new toys.
So did Michael Bay. Even Michael Bay knew that Starscream was the superior Transformer, and so had to make that abomination of a Starscream. That's not even Starscream, it's some idiot Transformer or Decepticon called Starscream. Even Michael Bay knew that he had to nerf and neuter and make Starscream a ridiculous, useless character, because if a Transformers movie actually depicts Starscream properly, then Autobots are dead. They're done. It's over.
Okay, I'm not going to go too far into this, but I'll let you know. There is a guy called Theorymus who specializes on making videos and theories about Bayverse stuff. If you ask him to see how powerful Starscream is, he'll go through the first 3 films he's featured in, alongside things like comics and games, and he'll give you the answer you need. But then again, if it's the answer that you don't like, you're probably going to cry about it.
And I'm sure this upcoming Transformers 1 movie is no different, so they can't actually, have, Starscream in it, so they're focusing on those. Again, it's a Transformers movie focusing on those 2 losers, Optimus Prime and Megatron. Like, who cares, really? And Bumblebee, who gives a rat's ass about Bumblebee? Give me a break.
Okay, I get it. You want to see a Starscream solo film, and I'll admit, I love to see it as well. But here's the difference between you and I. You want Starscream to be depicted as very powerful as the way you see it, while I want to see Starscream find the dead Combaticons and revive them. And anyone who has seen that G1 episode would understand where I'm coming from here.
Combaticons! Transform! Brawl! Swindle! Blast off! Vortex! And onslaught!
Who are you? And what are we doing in these crude carcasses?
Yes, I wouldn't want to be seen by anyone I know in this getup.
I am Starscream, and I just freed your hides from the Decepticon detention center on Cybertron. In return, I command you to assist me in dethroning Megatron.
Yeah, so as much as I'd like to watch this Transformers movie, I'm most likely just gonna wait till it gets released and ask people, so how badly did they screw over, Starscream in this movie?
Well, at least the people in the cinema won't hear you masturbating the minute Starscream shows up.
But, if anything, I'll just wait until, somebody does a YouTube clip of the 30 seconds that Starscream is in this movie anyway, because that's the only part of the movie I'm gonna care about anyway. I'm not sitting through an hour and a half of, a movie about those 2 losers just so I can see a 30-second clip of Starscream. Because that's the only thing I'd be interested in.
Okay, if I have to predict how much screen time Starscream would get, it would either be 5 minutes at least, or 15 minutes at most. It's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, just thought I'd explain the main problem with this trailer that nobody else seems to be bringing up, and I thought I'd bring up the main problem with this upcoming movie that nobody else is bringing up, because you're all Optimus Prime fanboys and make whatever. Losers.
Or maybe, and this may shock you, Nobody gives a shit.
Anyway, that's it for me. I'm out of here. See ya.
And with that, we are finally at the end of the video. So, we have finally discovered the main problem with Transformers 1. A lack of Starscream, and he may get ruined, which is technically 2, but it's 1, because fuck you. And the one thing we learned about Jaded Femboy is that he may be a Starscream simp that wants to lick his feet and may have a body pillow of him. Which makes it ironic that he mocks Optimus fans and Megatron fans, when he's the one coping by the fact that Starscream is always a coward. He's always a backstabber. He's always egotistical, and he's not powerful. And those things are the reason why we love Starscream to begin with. And again, I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure there will be at least one TF fan that will correct me on how Starscream is perceived. And to quote Starscream from the Bayformers, cowards do survive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go brainstorm ideas for something. Wink.